In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can do a lookup in Excel based on multiple values, a high value and a low value. And what I'm going to do is find the last time that a value fell within that range. For this example, I'm using stock prices. I've got NVIDIA's stock price history going back to the start of 2023. So these are the closing prices as the end of each of these days. And so what I'm going to do is look at the last time NVIDIA's stock price was within a specific range, fell within that range. So I'm going to set a maximum value of, let's say, $100 and a minimum value of 95. So I want to know the last time that NVIDIA's stock fell within this range. So right now, as I'm doing this video, this is September 15th, was the most recent closing price, $177.75. So it's gone up significantly since the start of 2023. And I want to look at the last time it was under $100. So specifically within 95 to 100. So to do this, to factor in multiple criteria, the best function that I think for this case is to use the MAXIFS function. And the reason why I'm using the MAXIFS function, because I'm looking at the most recent value, and that's where that max function comes into play, because I'm looking at the maximum value. So my max range is going to be in column A. I'm looking at the largest value in the date field. So the larger the values, the more recent the date, hence why I'm using this. So now I can specify my criteria. The criteria range is going to be in column B, the closing prices. And for the criteria, I'm going to say, put in quotations, greater than, and then ampersand, and I'm going to link that with this minimum value. So I want to say it's at least $95. And then the second criteria, I'm going to again reference column B. And for the criteria 2, this time I'm going to put in quotes less than, and then ampersand, link that $100 in there. Now it returns the value. Now this is a date value, but it's recorded in a number format. So to change this, I'm going to go to my drop down option and select short date. So when I do this, I can see the last time it was under $100, and specifically within this range, was April 22nd, 2025. So let's go down and check it. So this is August, so we've got May here. And so we see right here, April 22nd, 2025, it fell within that range of $95 to $100. And so you can see since then, it's been above $100. So that's the benefit of using the MAXIFS function, because it looks at the maximum value in column A. So that's going to return the most recent date, but only if it falls within that range. Let's say I want to look at the last time it fell within $50 to $55 or $50 to $45. So that was January 5th, 2024. So if I go to around that range, January 2024, we see right there. So 45 to 50, it was around that range. So that's how we can narrow in exactly when that happened. And so that lookup is factoring into multiple criteria and is returning the largest value. Now, if I wanted to do the opposite of this, instead of MAXIFS, what I could do is use the MINIFS function. So I'm going to change this to MINIFS and copy the formatting here. And this tells me July 13th, 2023 was the first time, not the most recent. The most recent is here. This is the first time within this range that it fell within 45 to 50. So July 13th, 2023. So if I scroll down here, so we've got July 13th right there. So that's when it crosses over $45, and it's within that 45 to 50 range. So depending on which direction you want to be searching for, if you're going to go from the earliest dates and find the first occurrence, then you're going to be using the MINIFS function. If you want the most recent date, then you'd want to use the MAXIFS function. But by doing this way, you can search through and see when your criteria is met using a maximum value and a minimum value to find out when exactly that happened. So this can be useful when you're analyzing stocks or any other situation where you want to find the first time a crossover happened or the first time a value was reached. So you don't always have to use lookup or VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP. A lot of times there's other functions that can do the job, and this is a great example of why you may want to consider using MAXIFS or MINIFS when you're doing a lookup, especially when you're factoring multiple criteria. So that's all for this video. If you did like it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.